What is going on, guys? Izzy here from High Society Gaming to bring you a quick Borderlands 2 tips video. In this video I'll just be demonstrating a more efficient way to farm Pyro Pete the Ultra Invincible. Now I know that this has been covered, but here at High Society Gaming we decided that we should cover it too. We're going to be covering a lot of Borderlands things regardless if they're already announced or found or anything of such notch, because there are still people, surprisingly, that won't know about this. Now, as you see when I come down here, I go directly to the right, and in between these two pillars, you want to come in here, go right to the right, jump to the corner of that pillar, and just button smash that A button. You want to just keep jumping until you get up like so. But there is only one problem, is if you're farming and Pyro Pete gets stuck up there and too much loot crowds it, you won't be able to use it. So as you can see where I just went, you can come here for a backup in case too much loot does get stuck up there. Now for those of you who don't know what I mean by if the loot gets stuck up there, when you're up there, Pyro Pete will attempt to come and get you. I guess that's what you could say. He will try and jump up, as you'll see in a minute. And when he gets stuck, he can't get down. So when Pyro Pete gets up there, unlike you, who can get down, he cannot. Which will be demonstrated here in just a sec. Now, for those of you who don't know who Pyro Pete is, which is obviously the person from whom I'm fighting right here, he can be found in Mr. Torg's Campaign of Carnage DLC. Now, of course, like all other raid bosses, you'll have to complete the DLC before being able to continuously farm him for his rare loot. Now on a side note, as you can see right there where he just jumped up, he is now up here and stuck and he can no longer get down. But even though he cannot get down, his acid novas like that one can still affect you and injure you. So be careful to watch out for those. Use the pillars. Those I don't know if they're pillars or support beams. I'm just going to call them pillars. Use those pillars as kind of a hiding ground when he does it. Then you know you can't get hit. He can't damage you, and you can use that B shield to its full extent. But he can be found at the DLC. You have to complete the DLC's campaign before you're able to continuously farm him. And in doing so, you can get all the loot that he drops. He drops a bunch of rare loot, especially after the patch. But I find this the most effective way of farming. I know there are people out there who are going to be like, no, you should just do it the legit way, blah, 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 blah. For the hardcore people that just like to farm, that just like to get the loot, that just like to kill him as fast as you can, I prefer doing it this way. You know, people might say it's not legit, but you know, I mean, I don't agree. I mean, I just think it's just a way of farming. I mean, whether it's purposely put in there or not. But you know, especially after they took out the Evil Smasher glitch, you know, that really hurt the farming community. You know, you can't just go to the Hyperius Gate, walk in and out, and kill him 15 times within 30 seconds. I mean, it would take just 5 seconds to kill Pyro Pete with that glitch. You know, it was a lot more convenient. And I know, even though most of you out there who might watch this, you know, if you disagree with farming or glitching to farm, you know, you use the Evil Smasher glitch, so let's not kid ourselves. You know, don't try and be that one annoying person. Now, as you can see here, I did get hit once, but you know, it's really not a problem. I mean, the spider ants are easy to kill. Pyro Pete's not gonna come down. You know, I don't have to worry about him. He's just slag, and just fucking hit him with those double penetrating uncupped arrows. You know, it's just not really any much more easier than this, especially with that amp damage. You know, I hear a lot about the Sandhawk. I know a lot of people like to use the Sandhawk to kill him, and I do find it very effective. I just think that dual wielding 2 double penetrating unkept arrows is just a tad bit more effective, because you get that explosive damage, you get the multiple shots, and you get the amp damage from the B. So you know, I mean, you can see I'm just ripping away, so it's just not really any comparison in my opinion. My favorite class is the Gunzerker too, because specifically for farming, the Gunzerker, because of the Sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex skill. What that does is every time you take damage you receive health upon doing so, but it does not stack multiple times. So what that means is if I got hit by his acid blast and I was taking damage, I would also be regenerating health. And with Pyro Pete, his acid blast doesn't take down a lot of, it doesn't take enough down to make really an effect. The sexual Tyrannosaurus actually counteracts that, so I actually don't lose health. But then again, I'm doing this in true Vault Hunter mode instead of ultimate Vault Hunter mode, because if most of you can see, I'm level 56. I'm not done with ultimate Vault Hunter mode. You know, I'm still I'm doing a bunch of farming for the Pearl Essence from the legendary loot matrix. As you have probably seen in one of our videos, the 2 Jimmy Jenkins at once. If you haven't seen that, I recommend watching that. It's pretty epic. But as you can see, he's almost dead, and all the loot does fall up there. You will have to go up there to get most of it. But as you can see, I have to, I just take a look. I know that I won't be able to get up that way because of all the loot, so I just come up here, come to this side, and jump on up here. Unfortunately, I didn't get any legendaries. I didn't even get a Seraph weapon, which I found odd because every other time I've killed him, other than making this video, he dropped multiple Seraphs. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and this has been a quick tip by Izzy.